Hi, I'm Grace.
And I'm Emma, and we're from Chicago Parent Magazine, and we're here with
Jahmil Fresh, I play Dave.
Bilyk, I play Drew Torres.
Aislinn Paul, I play Claire.
Melinda, Shankar, I play Aislinn.
and we have a few questions to ask you guys. What can we expect to happen with your characters in this upcoming season?
Anyone want to
If
take
you
that?
can say anything.
Well, I mean, I think it's a new. It's not a new season, but it's a new start to the second half of the season, and there's always just so much going on with every character. And I think the four of us get a chance to exercise some things that we've never had a chance to, and some crazy storylines. I know for myself with Jahmil and I, and not necessarily in a romantic way only, or you know what I mean, like there's that kind of thing that we dabble on a bit this season. We left off last with it being rocky between Claire and Allie, which she's always had as like her foundation, and now that Allie's brother is gone, she doesn't necessarily have him there as well, so it's kind of unfortunate for her because she's used to having this solid friendship, solid boyfriend, solid school, so she's kind of starting off in a place where she's kind of not all there, but she's going to be focusing on school a lot to kind of settle, and Luke is laughing, so he wants to go next.
Yeah, I was thinking of something funny in my head.
Clearly.
You know, I guess you could say it's a new beginning for all the characters in Degrassi, because you know that's the title of the
It's a new school year.
new school year, new characters
We
that
have
you
new
guys are.
letters.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to see that they're pretty cool to. You get to see their characters develop along as the season continues, but yeah, Drew's just gonna kind of be chilling for a little bit. I think that's a good thing.
Okay, and what has been one of the most challenging scenes for you guys to film on Degrassi?
That's a good one.
I think mine's coming up. It's coming up soon. We're going to see it in
Yes.
the upcoming episodes.
There's a great storyline for Dave in the second half of season 11, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. We all were just astounded when we read it.
It was
And I'm sure he did an
shocker.
amazing job.
With all the drama and romance that's going on, who do you guys want your characters to end up with, or who do you think that they'd be good with?
I think Allie would be great with
Yeah. All dated each other.
I totally just missed that.
Go ahead, boys. No,
Yeah,
we
it's fine.
were making fun. We were trying
Yeah,
to,
we were
you know, we're
trying.
saying we feel like like everyone's been together.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at least
Oh, I think I've been with, let's count the boys Allie's been with. Dave, unfortunately, what's your character? Drew.
Wow.
Owen, there's been Johnny, Casey. I feel like there's,
Well, just kiss James.
oh yeah, Jake. I mean,
Yeah, I don't even want to count. I think it takes like 2 hands at least.
yeah, so just,
We're all players.
who'd be next? Yeah.
Okay, so what is the best thing about being a part of Degrassi?
I think the relationship you build with everyone, like everyone here, like you just build such a good friendship with everyone, and then I guess by the time like you have to leave, it's, you know, even at the end of the day, it's like, oh yeah, so I guess we're just gonna hang out afterwards, right? And then
Yeah.
Mindy will blow me off like always. Like, it was
No,
fun.
we hang out.
But yeah, I think that's one of the coolest parts.
Yeah, that's been something that I've really, really valued being on Degrassi. Is for a long time, like I've been an actor since I was little, and I've been used to coming on a set and working with adults and playing someone's child on a TV show. And so I was getting so used to working with adults and being the mature one, and then all of a sudden I can come on to a show like Degrassi and have colleagues, but then also have friends from that show. And it's great because I love being able to have people who are friends, but also get what my job is like, because a lot of friends from high school just don't really get that.
I think having a job is pretty great. That's about the greatest thing. And friends too, of course.
Yeah.
You know, the job.
How did you guys get started in acting?
Well, for me, it's always kind of been in my blood. My parents are from Guyana, which is in South America, and so that it was a third world country. Well, still is. It's developing, but I guess my family on my mother's side was a bit better off, so they had the opportunity to kind of build something within their community that wasn't necessarily considered a necessity. So my great-grandfather decided to create like a theater group, and my grandmother was like the actress in it, because you know, obviously back then they didn't have TVs and stations and that kind of thing. So I think they brought something to a country that needed entertainment, but that was not a necessity. So I think through that, like they were always like open-minded with like how important the entertainment industry is, and it was always just in my blood. So finally when I was younger and I got the concept of what being an actor was, I told my parents that I wanted to be in the TV, and they were like, what does she mean? Like, to like sit in the oh, she wants to act. So we got an agent, and you know, being in Ottawa where I'm from, there isn't that much of an industry, so I started off modeling, and then I booked Degrassi and moved to Toronto and met these little fellas.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's been in my blood too.
Yeah.
Both my parents are actually actors, so I grew up in the field, and I would always come with my parents to auditions when I was really, really young, because you can't really get a babysitter for an hour, and I'd come in the room and I'd just watch them audition for projects, and I'd go to the theater and I'd watch them in shows all the time. So from a very young age, it was a normal thing for me for someone to go on stage and play someone else. And one day I was in an audition with my parents, and at first they had decided that they didn't want me to be involved with the industry to give me a bit of a normal childhood, but someone asked me if I could be in their commercial, and I think I was about 4 years old then, and I've been going ever since, and it's something that I love to do, and it's normal for me. I've never thought of life without it.
And what do you guys like to do in your spare time when you're not on set?
I like playing a lot of sports and dressing up as people. I like impersonating people in those languages. I got pretend to be Leonardo DiCaprio in like a bunch of his movies. Yeah.
He likes to play dress up by himself.
You know what?
Sometimes he borrows my clothes and
Okay,
stuff.
I don't know that part. But no, I do actually have like a collection of. This is probably.
Are you digging yourself? Like,
Yeah, let's
just
just-
end that
Right,
time.
yeah, never. I'm just shuffling ahead. Yeah, play sports. Just leave it at that.
Well, it's weird, like we were saying, like the cast chemistry is so, like we're so fortunate to have so many people, and like it'd be like a real high school, but without the drama. Like we actually all get along so well, and I'm sure if you guys have read our tweets, like it seems like we're always hanging out, but we actually are. Like we go to the mall together, we go shopping together, we hang out together, go to the movies, go to theme parks, all that kind of stuff. So we're probably together, and Luke and I actually make a royal shopping pair. So
Unfortunately, yeah.
we're kind of bad in that sense.
Between
Between this and the dressing up and shopping.
Yeah. We're just gonna leave it alone for the time being.
Are you guys able to go out and do things like normal teenagers do, or do people always recognize you and it kind of ruins all your plans?
That's actually the great thing that I found about shooting in Toronto, is it's a very interesting place to shoot a TV show, because like I'll go to set and I'll play Claire and I'll do my job, and then I can come on tours like this and meet all the fans like in the States, and then I go back to Toronto and I take the subway to school and I just go shopping in the mall, and all I have to do is throw on my glasses and like nobody recognizes me. And not that I don't want them to, when they do, it's great, I love meeting them, but at the same time it's really nice because I can still go out with my friends and not take away from whatever we're doing and still live sort of a normal life.
Okay, and we wanted to know, did you guys go to school, like high school, or did you have school on set? Like work with acting?
I'm a special student.
Special ed.
I'm homeschooled, so I do my homework at home. I'm obviously the most popular person in my school. Yeah, thank you for taking the pedal with me. Yeah, I'm homeschooled, so.
But we all, I think, had to have like at least a year or two of normal high school. Like I think we've all been to elementary school pretty normally.
Yeah.
But I was doing a year and a half of high school in Ottawa, and then I had to move to Toronto, and then Degrassi became my high school, and Luke's fidgeting again. But we still have to tutor on set. Like I'm done tutoring, but if you're under 18 years old, you do at least 2 hours of school every day. So our schoolwork isn't compromised for work. It's kind of put together.
Yeah, I'm almost on my last year of real high school. I go to an arts high school right now, and I'm a dance major. And it's been a lot of work. I still don't know why I thought that would be a good choice, knowing that I had Degrassi, deciding to go into an arts high school where it would be the work from my major and regular academics. But I'm really happy that I decided to do that, because I've learned so many lessons from dance as well, and so I've learned at school from my teachers and from my dance teachers, and then at work, and it's been a different high school experience, but I've still been in high school. So.
Okay, so also then, have you guys been able to participate in stuff like school dances and prom and that kind of thing, or did you miss out on that?
I missed my one prom, but it was funny because we were actually shooting the scene.
Was it a prom
at
episode?
Degrassi. Yeah, it was a prom episode.
I made sure, because I mean, that's always the one thing growing up, that all the girls are like excited for prom, and I guess it's the one chance to like dress up and such, but like we get to do that for events, which is like the fortunate thing, but I never wanted to grow older and never have those memories of like the simple things, like, you know, going to school dances and proms and high school parties and that kind of thing. But I was in Toronto and I was going to another high school, but I didn't really ever get to go there because I was always on set kind of doing school on my own and bringing the work there. So my prom date was Johnny DeMarco. His actor name, well, his real name is Scott Patterson, and he played my boyfriend on the show. So I was like, you know what, you took up all my high school years of dating real people, so you're going to be my prom date. So he was.
Alright, and we have some just real quick random questions for you. What is one thing about yourselves that not many people know?
I'm a black belt. Karate. Whoop your butt.
I always realize that I need to think of more cool facts about myself, because I'll just sound really boring if I'm like, oh, there's nothing you don't know. I hate tomatoes. We'll start with that.
Do you like ketchup?
Hate it.
What? How do you
Hate it.
French fries without ketchup?
With like salt and vinegar.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, no, Americans, you guys don't have this. We have like little packets of white vinegar that we'll put on
Or malt
fries.
vinegar.
Or malt, but I like white vinegar. It's like, you never have it in restaurants here.
Have you guys had ketchup chips?
No.
No, they don't have the right ketchup chips. They don't have Lay's
Ketchup
ketchup
chips are
chips.
still gross.
I've dipped chips in ketchup.
What?
It doesn't taste
It's not as bad as
Well, I'll try it and I'll let you know. How about that?
Okay, who is the most famous person you have in your contacts list in your phone?
That
Luke. Melinda Shankar.
Just so
Clearly we don't know anybody. No, there's one of our other Nickelodeon girls, Kiki Palmer. She's a sweetie, and she did an episode of Degrassi with us, and she was so fun, and we got along royally, so I have her in my contacts.
Now, I would have asked for her number. That would have been weird.
She asked for mine.
Oh, okay, never mind. Now I just don't feel special.
Alright, and if it was your last day on Earth, what would you do and why?
Oh, can I?
Trivial answer.
I would want to meet every actor from Harry Potter and from Lord of the Rings, and somehow go back in time and be in all of them. Yeah.
Right, in a day.
I didn't even. Well, I could go back in time.
Well, then
That was
it's
the
again
point
and
right
again
there.
and
Again
again.
and
just
again.
completely found the loophole in
It's a
the
loophole.
question.
She didn't
Because
say
now
it
it's
on
spelled
that
you're having the last day over and over and over again. It just doesn't work.
That would be a pretty good last day. With some pizza in there. Oh, I'm ready. Find me a time machine. I'm ready to go.
Okay, well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us, and we look forward to seeing what you guys have in store for us in season 11.
Thank you very much.